Look, the meditation practice is a powerful thing. I don't think I've ever told this story, but the reason London Real exists is because of a meditation practice.
Really?
Yeah. So I was working in the city of London. I was very unhappy. I'd been here now, I think, 10 years working at this job. I was making a lot of money, and that's what I thought was going to make me happy all of my life. I was 40 years old, and I wasn't happy. And as a MIT engineer, I realized that my bank balance was going up every quarter because they used to pay us pretty much a fixed commission in the city. So I could see my balance going up every quarter. I was single. I didn't have any expenses. And I was like, yeah, but you're not getting proportionately happier. I was basically had one of those 2-floor flats in the cool part of town, no family, not many friends, and I was just kind of, drinking myself to death. That was like what I was kind of doing. And I decided to take a meditation course, and this is like 2010, and so there wasn't much online, there wasn't much on YouTube, and so I finally took, what's the meditation course with the mantra and the twice a day? I always forget the name of it.
Is that transcendental meditation?
Yeah, transcendental.
Right.
So I found a transcendental class. I paid the fee, which was high at the time.
Right.
It wasn't crazy, but it was like 800 pounds or something. I went there, and they're playing these old video cassettes of the Indian guy who was dead, and then they said, we're going to come to this ceremony and you got to bring 2 pieces of fruit and a handkerchief. And I was like, I don't know about this, but I already paid, so I'm going to do it. And I started meditating, and like 2 weeks later, I woke up one day and I said, Brian's not happy doing this job. Why don't you stop doing it? And literally, I resigned that month, and I didn't know what I was going to do, but I knew I didn't want to do that anymore.
Wow.
And at the same time, I probably had that other kind of learning, this whatever the one you're talking with, insight, because I was watching the
Satori. That was your Satori moment.
That was my Satori moment, and then I had been watching the Joe Rogan Experience at the time because I was a jiu-jitsu practitioner and a martial arts fan, so I knew Joe from the UFC, and so I watched his channel back when he was on Ustream on a sofa. Right. It was really bad, but I used to watch him before he was on YouTube on Vimeo, and it was the time, Vishen, when I actually had connection with usually a group of men talking for 3 hours about a topic like ayahuasca or a topic like, I don't know, Graham Hancock's Fingerprints of the Gods. And I thought, wow, I was hanging out with a peer group that I never could hang out with. Right. It was some of my best Sunday afternoons. 3 hours would end and I'd be like, wow, that was special. And so part of me deep down was thinking, maybe I could do something like that. And the meditation kicked me in the butt and said, why don't you stop doing something you hate? And then literally 9 months later, I started London Real. That was it. I literally bought an IKEA desk, I bought some microphones, I bought some webcams, and I had my first episode at the old studio there, and that's how it happened. And it all started with that transcendental meditation.
Amazing. Our stories are surprisingly similar.
They are. You studied computer science too.
Right.
Yeah.
And I was also into martial arts. Like
you're in Taekwondo as well. So the meditation is super powerful, and you sound like you now have this like crazy meditation, like on steroids system with this 6 steps, because it sounds like you combine so many aspects. And again, we touched on gratitude a little bit earlier, but maybe we can go into what this new book is about with the 6 phases, because I have an academy, and in certain of my courses, I always get my students to try with this meditation practice. But with so many people you meet, they give you that cop-out excuse. I tried, I'm no good at it. I'm this and I'm that, and people don't usually go, a lot of times they can't grasp it. And I'm wondering, how do you usually get people to start that meditation journey, let alone go into the 6 steps?
Well, the first thing I try to let people understand is that there are 2 types of meditation. Okay, so let's say, now you're a martial artist. Have you ever gone for a yoga class, and did you like it?
Yes, and yes, I did.
Okay, so you tried yoga, you liked it. Is there any form of exercise that you do not like?
Exercise.
Mm-hmm. Any form of physical exertion that you do not like?
There's definitely some that I trend more to, but
and there's some that you trend less to.
Yeah,
right?
Although some I appreciate more. Like I showed you the Ironman race I did. At first, I wasn't used to that. I was used to martial arts, but then I found those quite meditative. So on a 2-hour run, you go deep. So I don't know if that answers your question. But,
Well, you're a sportsman, so you probably love all forms of moving your body. But most people will trend towards maybe jogging, or yoga, or martial arts, or tennis. Not everyone is going to like every form of exercise equally. But let's say you play tennis and you absolutely dislike it, or you do yoga and it just isn't for you. It doesn't mean that all exercise isn't for you. What people fail to understand is that there are thousands of modes of meditation, literally thousands of modes of meditation. I mean, this art form has been around for probably 3,000 years. But most of these practices can be divided into two. There is hermetic meditation and then active meditation. Okay, so hermetic meditation is what you tried, TM. TM is a form of hermetic meditation. So it's the style of meditation that goes back thousands of years ago to ancient China, ancient India, and it is a practice where you sit still, you focus on a mantra, you may focus on your breathing, you clear your mind by repeating the mantra or focusing on your breath, and that's good for certain people. Now, however, many people in the modern Western world cannot do that type of meditation. It turns out more than 50% of people who try hermetic meditation actually don't go back to it. And 30% of people who try hermetic meditation fall asleep and think they're meditating. And this is where active meditation comes in. Active meditation is meditation protocols such as the Silva method or the 6-phase meditation, which I developed. So the Silva method is an active meditation because, in the words of Jose Silva, the founder, he passed away in 1999, it's not about clearing your mind. It's about turning problems into projects. Problems into projects. You have a skin problem, you turn it into a project to heal your skin. You want to get promoted at work, you turn it into a project to get that next raise or promotion, as I did. You want to compete in a martial arts competition and win, you turn it into a project to become a champion. And Jose Silva thought these tools to bring out the solutions to these problems. Tools such as tapping into your intuitive core, so you kind of get guidance on what direction to take. Tools such as a technique called the 3 scenes technique, where you visualize healing or you visualize yourself attaining a goal. And it was all based on the idea of being able to command your mind to get into this deep state of relaxation called the alpha and then the theta level. The alpha level is for visualizing, for reprogramming your mind, super useful for getting rid of bad habits. The theta level is for intuitive guidance. Now, active meditation is a lot easier for people to do because you don't clear your mind. In fact, your mind is constantly busy. It's constantly working on solving a problem. So if there's a nagging problem at work, you don't have to clear your mind about it. You bring it up on your visual screen, which is what you see when you're doing the Silva method, and you use certain techniques to turn that problem into a solution. Then you see the solution and you use certain techniques to make it so real, so powerful that you believe that that solution is inevitable. Now, after teaching the Silva method for almost 5 years and getting the rights to it too, so now it's officially on Mindvalley, I also developed my own meditation approach called the 6-phase meditation. And the 6-phase meditation is also a form of active meditation, but it's slightly different from Silva. So now let's look at active meditation, right? Active meditation, there are, again, 2 types. Think of these as 2 different tools. So I'm a big proponent of active meditation. As an entrepreneur with ADD, I can't clear my mind. I just can't. My mind is always racing. So I need to apply my mind to fix things, to solve problems, to create. And I'm guessing that you and some of your users might be the same, right? Now, within active meditation, there are 2 different approaches as well. So imagine you have a house. Do you have a coffee machine in your home?
Yeah.
Okay, do you have an electric drill?
I think there's an electric drill
Probably
somewhere.
not. You probably hire someone to drill.
I think there's one around somewhere.
So I have a coffee machine, I have an electric drill. I use the electric drill for hanging up pictures, but I'm not hanging up a picture every single morning.
Right.
I'm using the electric drill maybe once a month to hang up a picture or try to fix something, usually sloppily. But I use my coffee machine twice a day. Now, it's the same with active meditation. I use the 6-phase twice a day to put me in an incredible state of focus, of productivity, of happiness. The 6-phase meditation is a state change meditation. You're changing 6 particular states of beingness. It's like the coffee machine. The Silva method is like the electric drill. It's like precision when you need to heal an injury, or you need to figure out the solution to an intractable problem, or you want to certainly get your mind to believe that a certain goal is possible. You use it as an electric drill. So these are 2 tools that I now teach, and you use them. They're both based on the principles of active meditation, an active mind at the alpha level of mind, focused on a problem, but you use them differently. One is daily, one is like a precision-guided missile.
So Jim Rickards has just recorded a video that's not available to anyone in the public, and he's going to be talking about how this upcoming recession is going to be fast, It's going to be bloody. It's going to be nasty. But at the same time, he's going to show you how you can position yourself to profit from all of this chaos. Now, we've made this video only available to our viewers. Go to londonreal.tv/Jim. Watch that immediately. I can't say enough good things about Jim Rickards. He understands the global economic system better than any guest I've ever had on London Real. His predictions are almost uncannily true, and you can learn how to profit from his vision, from his expertise, and his understanding of economics. So go to londonreal.tv/Jim or click the link below. It's an excellent, excellent look on what's going to happen in the future and how you can position yourself to profit from that. Jim is one of the best in the business, one of my favorite guests on London Real, and he's very, very good at predicting the future and showing us all to profit from it. So click the link, and I hope you enjoy. Hey, it's Brian Rose, founder of the DeFi Academy. I've told you my 4-week crypto bootcamp is amazing, but don't take my word for it. This is what my students are saying.
The DeFi Academy was an amazing experience for me. It took me totally out of my comfort zone.
In this course, I was challenged, I was held accountable, and pushed to do things that honestly weren't always easy.
It's been phenomenal, and I can't believe we're already up on our 4 weeks. It has flown by.
Going through this DeFi accelerator by far was one of the best courses I've taken.
You do this course, you really get into the nitty-gritty of the activities that will make you comfortable with decentralized finance.
Thank you so much to Brian and everyone at London Real and the DeFi Academy for even putting together an amazing course like this.
Anybody else that wants to do it, please sign up. It is well worth the money.